can see actually, and this is by design, it's probably a little hard to see fully what's going on in my screen because you see it's a little zoomed out. Now, this is a question I get quite a bit, and people ask, hey, you train, what are tips you have for when you train? And I learned this right away. I made this mistake. I tried to do training at this font and zoom level. So, of course, you know in Excel you can zoom in if you need, but a lot of times people can't really see what you're doing up here when you type things in the formula bar. Everything's just too small, especially when it's projected on a big screen. So what I want to show you how to do is actually how to increase your font, because this is something very important. If you just have, let's say you just have eyes that you need to see a larger font, it's also good for that as well. But if not, and you're projecting on a big screen and you're doing a demo and you're showing people how to do things, what you can do is you can go to File. You saw I went to the Options. It's going to bring up the Excel Options dialog box. And over here, we have the General tab. That's the first tab on the list. As I look down this list, I see something that says Use as the default font. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go, I usually change it to something very large. So in this case, it's 24. I'll hit OK. The effects do not change right away. I should say the change does not take effect right away. Interesting change of words there. So I'll hit X here, and I'm going to go right back in. We'll click in here. And now suddenly, you see everything is bigger.
Oh, nice.
Now, this is actually something I use every time I train. So if you want to make the font bigger, that's how you do it. Now, here's the thing. It's going to stay like this forever. So here's the other part of the trick. And it's actually just very similar. You're going to go up to File. You're going to Options. It's going to bring up that dialog box. You got to fix it back. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. Just show you the trick again. We'll hit 12 right here. That's where I used to be. Make sure to remember what your font was, because there isn't something in here I don't think that remembers it by default. So 12 is the default. Remember, it's going to tell you that you need to go out to make it take effect. So we'll come right back in, and here we are. Everything's just reset. I keep forgetting to save this, so it keeps coming up. But that is our trick. If you want to change the font, if you're going to put it on a projector, you're going to show it to someone who may be visually impaired, this actually helps quite a bit.
The class is not